a podcast filled with conversation and curiosity sparked by Utica Community Schools. This is UCS Podcademy.
Hi, welcome to this episode of the UCS Podcademy. My name is Serena Dabish, a senior at Stevenson High School. Today, we will be focusing on the UCS Foundation for Educational Excellence. To speak on this topic, I will gladly introduce the UCS Foundation President, Mr. Sherman Abdo. Welcome to the show, Mr. Abdo.
Hey, Serena. Thanks for having me.
So, what is the UCS Foundation?
Great question. So the UCS Foundation is a nonprofit made up of trustees. And what we do is while we're independent from the school district, we work side by side. School districts are given public funding, and what we're here to do is to go above and beyond what is given in that public school to help support the teachers and students to help fill that gap.
What kind of people make up the UCS Foundation?
The UCS Foundation is made up of volunteers. We have business leaders, we have parents, we have alumni, and we have former educators. And really our former educators are the biggest help to the foundation because they're our best link to the students and the teachers.
When did you start promoting the UCS Foundation to start getting people to help you promote this?
I joined the foundation about 8 years ago. I joined the foundation because I felt like I'm a UCS student through and through. I went to Robert Elementary, Mailer Junior High School, and Eisenhower High School. I know you're Stevenson Titan, but I won't hold that against you. And then I ended up moving back to the community after I graduated college and became an attorney. And then the Career Focus Luncheon, which is one of our premier events, I attended it as a volunteer and I loved it and fell in love with it. And I started volunteering and I became a trustee. And then I eventually became the president of the foundation now.
From what I know about the foundation is from the Career Focus Lunch. What exactly is talked about or expressed at the Career Focus Lunch?
Yeah, you probably attended when you were sixth grade, didn't you?
Yes.
The Career Focus Luncheon is one of our favorite events that we do. We work hand in hand with the UCS administration to help host every sixth grader at the Palazzo Grande over the course of 2 days. And the main focus of the goal of that event is to have those students sit with a local business leader, professional, community leader, and be able to talk a little bit further about what their careers is. So each sixth grade student has an opportunity to make a little PowerPoint slide of what they want to do. They work with their teacher and they work over this over a few months and kind of make a plan of, where they want to go to school and what kind of job they want to have to do. So they'll sit down with a professional and they'll have lunch. And then after lunch, we have a keynote speaker. Last year's keynote speaker was Dr. Nicole Black, who's a UCS graduate. She is a Harvard PhD graduate. She works with biotechnology, nanotechnology. So she helps work on implementing medical devices for eardrums to help hearing impaired people. She's an amazing student, UCS grad. We were very proud to have her. And the event's really cool. Each day we have 1,000 sixth graders packed into the Palazzo Grande. And if you walk in and stand at one side and look over the sea of students, it's a really cool sight to behold. And again, I think it's a great opportunity for a lot of these students who maybe otherwise have never had lunch with someone outside of a family member to kind of sit down a little bit and talk with someone and talk a little bit about what they want to do and maybe have their first opportunity to think about what they really want to be in life.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Why did you want to get involved with the foundation?
I see a lot of importance to the foundation. The foundation helps raise around $100,000 each year, again, to give between teachers and students. And I feel like we could be an integral part of our community and we could really help supplement a lot of finances that students and teachers aren't otherwise provided.
That's nice. What are some things that are provided for the teachers and students?
So I like to talk about first our teacher grant program. It's named after Chelsea Bemis, who is a great benefactor of Utica Community Schools. With our teacher grant program, we give a rubric to all the teachers twice a year, once in fall and once in the spring, to help try to get applications for our various grants. We give around $15,000 a year to those teachers for a variety of reasons. A lot of them being to help supplement things that the teachers are already doing in the classroom. I know one of them was for last year, one of the teachers did dissecting goat and pig hearts for the students. So we help provide funding for that. So again, it's there's a variety of ways we help with sensory objects and sensory tables for certain special needs students too. So again, we provide a wide variety of resources for the teachers. And then our second one is our superintendent scholarship. We work hand in hand with Mr. Monroe to help handpick deserving students of the scholarship. Last year, we gave around $40,000 in scholarship money to the students. And we help try to focus on students whose main goal in their next step in life is try to help back and give back to their community.
How does the foundation partner with UCS?
That's a great question. Mr. Monroe often attends our meetings, so we meet as a foundation once per month. It's a morning meeting with all our trustees. And Mr. Monroe, our Dr. Bender, who is the chief of staff, attends the meetings. And we work kind of hand in hand with them. We try to complement each other on certain activities, endeavors that need to be done throughout the year.
And then, like you said, for the activities, is it with like teachers in classrooms helping them like buy stuff for students and just everything that's provided in the classrooms for students? Yeah.
This past year, we've actually tried to reach out to a lot of the parent-teacher organizations. So each elementary school has a PTO, and then there's different parent organization groups for the junior highs and the high school. We actually tried to outreach to each one of them to kind of introduce ourselves to those organizations to kind of let them know that we exist and that we're out there and try to assess where the needs are. Again, our goal is to kind of be an ear to the teachers and students and really the superintendents in the administration office to kind of fulfill what they need.
Nice. What would you want the community to know about the foundation that they might not know already?
Well, first is we exist. As I said kind of previously, when we went to the different parent-teacher organizations, that was kind of our opening line, like, hey, my name's Sherman Abdo, I'm the president. How many people have heard of the organization? We had, a few hands up, but we want to let the teachers and really parents of the school district know that we exist and we're out there and that we could be a great vehicle to help them if they want to support. We could be there to help them do it.
How could the listeners get involved with the foundation?
A few things. Our first is we have a website, ucsfoundation.org. Our website's kind of like our landing page that'll let you know our events coming up. We also have a UCS Foundation Facebook page. We do have some alumni groups that are going to be coming out between Eisenhower, Ford, Stevenson, and Utica. So we do have some Facebook pages that we'll do. And then we've also been featured in the UCS newsletter that goes out quarterly too.
Oh, nice. Do you know how schools have, like high schools usually have groups, like, how their student council? Do you think you would ever make a little group in a high school, maybe just for seniors that are going, like wanting to be somewhere having to do with the UCS district or wanting to help out in any way with the district, to have like little groups that would teach them about it and just give them insight and like inside information on it?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. We're definitely open to that. Again, the more communication we could get from students, especially student leaders who have obviously, if they're in the position to be on a student leadership committee like student council, I think they could really know and help address the needs, what's needed. We'd absolutely be more than willing to listen to it and encouraging it. You're volunteering. You'll be the first group that we can interact with.
Yeah, I feel like if we have high school students, it would be better for everyone else to see. If there aren't as many people that know about it, maybe starting from the high school and then them going out of high school and wanting to make it bigger or adding more things to it would be like a good idea.
I agree. Absolutely. You sound like you're going to be a future foundation member with that.
I appreciate it. Is there anything else you would like to share?
I really hope people take an opportunity to know us and contact me personally. I'm always willing to talk about the foundation and what's coming up. Additionally, the foundation has really put in a lot of work between the trustees to put into time. We've developed a new strategic plan. We're setting goals for the next 5, 10, 15 years. We're setting very lofty goals and I believe achievable goals of money we could try to fundraise to give back to the students and teachers of community schools. I would say this year we're around $100,000 operating budget. And the next 5 years, we want to be at $500,000. We believe it's really possible. And, again, I want to thank you for interviewing me and thank Mr. Monroe and UCS administration for giving us an opportunity to kind of talk about the foundation a little bit more and get our names out there.
Thank you, Mr. Abdo.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. And thank you to the viewers for listening. If you want to know more information about the UCS Foundation, you can always go to ucsfoundation.org. For the UCS Podcademy, I'm Serena Dabish.
UCS Podcademy is a resource created by Utica Community Schools, Michigan's second largest school district located in Macomb County. Thank you for listening. UCS Podcademy is always available at uticak12.org/Podcademy. Through this website, you'll be able to listen to additional episodes and access any resources and show notes featured in this episode. If you have episode recommendations, we invite you to send them via email to ucs@uticak12.org.